standoff, a strangulation case, and a warning. Do not let this man out of jail. He was in the country illegally, and tonight Channel 9 is investigating why he was let out of the Mecklenburg County Jail twice, despite ICE saying he needed to stay locked up. Thanks for joining us. I'm Scott Wickersham.
And I'm Liz Foster. You may remember this 9-hour standoff in South Charlotte less than 2 weeks ago. This happened after the first time Luis Pineda-Ancheta was allowed to bond out of jail. Now he's been released again. A viewer gave us this picture of him being arrested again yesterday. Investigative reporter Paul Boyd found out this time federal immigration agents picked him up themselves and say they found a gun in the truck. Paul?
Yeah, Liz and Scott, we obtained those exclusive photos and video of that person being arrested. And once again, ICE officials say they were never notified that this suspect was being released here from the county jail.
These photos and videos show the moment an ICE fugitive operations team arrested Luis Pineda-Ancheta in South Charlotte this weekend.
ICE made the arrest of this person based on immigration status.
Local police have now arrested and released Pineda-Ancheta twice after he posted bond. He faces multiple assault charges and is accused of strangling a woman and threatening to kill her. CMPD shut down an entire community during a 9-hour standoff last week when trying to serve arrest warrants. ICE says Pineda-Ancheta is in the country illegally. Mecklenburg County Sheriff Gary McFadden was holding the suspect after his latest arrest, but does not cooperate with the immigration detainer program known as 287G. ICE says at the very least, they should have been given a heads up about his release.
Simply let ICE know when you're releasing a public safety threat.
Pineda-Ancheta was not alone when he was arrested this weekend. ICE says the man he was with had a gun and was also in the country illegally. Sheriff McFadden released a statement late this afternoon saying the sheriff's office is required by law to release from its custody any individual who has satisfied his bond and all court-ordered conditions of release.
The other side of this debate will say he has not been proven guilty of anything. He's afforded the same rights of posting bond as anyone else.
That's absolutely true.
But ICE says the suspect's immigration status changes everything.
Indisputably, this is a person who is in the United States unlawfully. He's been deported before.
Sheriff McFadden argued in a statement that ICE chose to issue voluntary ICE administrative detainers on Pineda-Ancheta, knowing that it is against my policy to honor such detainers. Based on Pineda-Ancheta's previous deportation, ICE could have, but did not, seek a criminal arrest warrant for illegal re-entry. ICE responded to that, saying Congress does not give it the power to issue criminal warrants based on immigration, and says the sheriff's office is letting politics get in the way of public safety.
Our intent is not to make this an us versus them. Our focus is on public safety and keeping people safe.
Now, the U.S. Attorney's Office says they have not officially filed any of those federal charges at this point. So if Pineda-Ancheta is not being held here at the county jail, where is he right now? We were actually told that he's been transferred to Georgia to be held while all of this is figured out. You can see that full statement from Sheriff Gary McFadden on our website and WSOC TV app. Scott?
All right, Paul, thank you. Now, the ACLU is pushing against a proposed law that would require sheriff's offices to comply with ICE. The group calls House Bill 370 anti-immigrant. If passed, it would require sheriffs to hold prisoners with ICE detainers and possibly penalize those that don't. Right now, 4 sheriff's offices across the state do comply with the federal 287G program.